Good morning, dear students. I, Professor Basuraj Koluche, welcome you all for today's lecture of Practicals on Skill Development. We were discussing about consignment accounts. Practically, when you will be visiting any organization or practically you are supposed to take a consignment and that consignment should be seen in which all books of accounts it is reflecting, where all it will be reflected, and the impact of that reflection will be seen here. So, these things we can do only after the end of lockdown, but now presently we can at least understand the concepts of consignment accounting or consignment business module. So in previous class, we had discussed the meaning of consignment, then types of products in consignment, then business module of consignment business, and now we shall see the advantages and disadvantages of consignment account. Here, the advantages of the consignment module to the business owners are: no need to pay up front for inventory to sell, as most retail stores need to. Here, when a inventory which is being sent for sales, say it can be paid by the business owner when it is being sold out, whereas in various other retail outlets, when the products are received at the outlet, the amount is to be paid. But here, when the inventory reaches the outlet, at that point of time there is no necessity for immediate payment of the amount. The said amount can be paid after the sales proceeds. So here there is no need to pay up front for inventory to sell, but in other businesses, other retail outlets, the inventory need to be paid. Then the second advantage is any products that don't sell can be returned to consignor or disposed of. When the products are sent to the consignee, from that time till the products are being sold, the products can be maintained in that store, and if the products are not being sold or if there is no demand for such product, those products can be returned to consignor, or if they are say expired and if they need to be disposed, the consignee has the power to dispose such goods. So here the product which are not sold or which have been there in the outlet for many days, those products can be returned to the consignor or they can be disposed of. Then the third advantage is can build a solid clientele who return regularly to scope out the changing merchandise. Here, in this kind of consignment businesses, the clients can be builted by the consignee, and based on the requirements of the clients, there is a lot of scope for changing the merchandise products. Here, merchandise products means as per the requirement of the say of the customer, or as per the requirement of the client, the products can be say designed and given. So here merchandization is also possible under consignment accounts. Then the fourth advantage of consignment account is payment can be made days or weeks after the item sells, improving cash flow. Here, in other businesses, as and when the products are received by the stores, the payment need to be made. But under consignment accounts, as and when the goods are received at the store, there is no need for immediate payment. And even after the sales of those goods, the payment can be made after few days or few weeks or a week after the item is sold. So this is possible under the consignment business itself. So these are some of the advantages of consignment accounts. Let us see some of the disadvantages of these kind of businesses. Here, the major disadvantage to the owners of these kind of businesses, dependence on sellers to provide a steady stream of inventory, disposal fees if there is a lot of merchandise left over, which can be reduced by donating leftovers to charity. Here, under these kind of businesses, many times the owners are more dependent on the, say, consignee, because the inventory is being sent to them, and that inventory, say, will be kept or maintained in that stores. And if, say, the inventory is not being sold out and it need to be disposed, at that point of time disposal fees are also to be paid by the consignor to the consignee if there is a lot of merchandise left over, which can be reduced by donating leftovers to charity. Many times these kind of leftover products can be donated as charity to the needy people or to the needy organizations. So here the major dependency is more on consignee, because here the consignor sends the goods to the consignee and further sales activities are taken care by the consignee, because of which here the consignor is more dependent on consignee. And many times it becomes difficult for keeping the track of such goods or keeping a proper record of these type of transactions. And if the disposal fees are paid, even that need to be maintained. That records need to be maintained. So overall dependency and maintenance of records becomes sometimes a bit of confusion, or say the tedious work will be involved in maintaining the records. Here there is a need for a software package that makes keeping track of merchandise easier. Under these kind of businesses, a software or a package of software is essential for keeping a track of all those merchandised products is essential. The another disadvantage is here the delayed payment, or the consignor will receive the payments very delayed. So the working capital required here is a bit more, because the goods, when they are sent to the consignee may not pay immediately to the consignor, but after sales in 1 or 2 days or within a week, the consignee can or consignee will send those amount to the consigner. So here the amount is received delayed by the consigner. So these are some of the advantages and disadvantages of consignment accounts. In next class we shall see some details about hire purchase. So we shall stop here. Thank you. Good day.